Hello guys, welcome to this channel, and in today's video we'll be looking at simultaneous linear equations, and we'll be solving these equations using substitution method. So first and foremost, a linear equation is an equation whereby the variable or the unknown is power 1. So if you have an equation like this on the board, 3x minus y equals to 5, this type of equation is called a linear equation in two unknowns. But if it is only an equation like this, 5x minus 8 equals to 20, this is an equation with only one unknown. So in this case we have two unknowns. We have x and we have y. So for us to be able to solve this particular equation, we need another equation that is going to support this equation in order for us to solve it simultaneously. So we are looking for the values of x and the values of y. So in order for us to solve this equation, firstly we need to look at the coefficients of the variables. In this case, we have the coefficient of x to be 3 and the coefficient of y to be minus 1. We have coefficient of x here to be plus 1 and coefficient of y here to be minus 1. So what we are going to be doing is to rearrange the equation in which rearrange the alphabet which has the coefficient to be 1 in order for it to be the subject of the relationship. So we are going to bring out equation 2, x minus y equals to 4. We are rearranging it in order for x to be the subject of the equation. So we are going to write it as x, this is equation x minus y is equals to 4. So we are going to take the whole of minus y and take it to the right hand side. So it will be x is equals to 4 plus y. So when we take minus y to the right hand side, the sign will be changed from minus to plus. So we are going to recall equation 1. So equation 1 is 3x minus y equals to 5. So we are going to now substitute for x into equation 1. So anywhere we see x, we are going to replace it with 4 plus y. So our equation 2 will become 3 into 4 plus y is equals minus y equals to 5. So we have replaced equation x as 4 plus y. So we are now going to remove the bracket. This 3 times 12 will be 4 will be 12 plus 3y minus y equals to 5. So that's what we have. So simplifying this will give us 12 plus 2y equals to 5. 3y minus y is 2y. So we now need to collect like terms. We have 2y is equals to 5 minus 12. 2y equals to 5 minus 12. So we have it to be 2y is equals to minus 7. So we can now divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. So our y will give us minus 3.5. So we've been able to get the first alphabet and the value gives us minus 3.5. Then we proceed to using substituting for y in any of the two equations on the board. So let me recall back to equation 1. Equation 1 is x minus y is equals to 4. So now I will now replace my y, substitute it as 3 minus 3.5. So it will be s minus into bracket minus 3.5 equals to 4. So it will become x plus 3.5 equals to 4. So when you collect like terms, you have x is equals to 4 minus 3.5. So your x will be equals to 0.5 and your y is equals to minus 3.5. So we've got the value of x and y. And how do we now know if our answers, now for us to check if the answer is now correct, we can now call back these two equations and substitute the values we get if we are going to get the numbers at the right hand side here. So to substitute, we have x as 0.5 and y as minus 3.5. So we are going to recall the left hand side. The left hand side here is 3x minus y of the first equation. So 3x, 3 times 0.5 minus 3.5. So 3 times 0.5 will give us 1.5 minus times minus will be plus 3.5. So 1.5 plus 3.5 will give us 5. So we can see that is equals to what is on the right hand side. So we can see the equation is actually correct because we still get the same 5 that is on the right hand side. So I hope with this example you should be able to see. Then I will proceed to solve the second example. I said this example says x plus y equals to 4 and 2x minus y equals to 9. This equation 2. Now, as I've said, the first thing to do is actually to look at the coefficient of this alphabet. For this one, the coefficient of x is 1, while the coefficient of y is 1. The coefficient of x is 2. The coefficient of y here is minus 3. So we can take any of this equation out and we can rearrange it in such a way that one of the variables become the subject. So let me take equation 2. And equation 2 is 2x minus 3y is equals to 9. So I will want to transfer minus 3y to the right hand side. So if I'm transferring it to the right hand side of this equation, will become 2x is equals to 9 plus 3y. 2x equals to 9 plus 3y. So for me to get rid of the 2, I have to divide both sides by 2. So my x will be equals to 9 plus 3y over 2. And I've gotten the value of my x. I can now recall back equation 1, which I have not done anything on. So equation 1 says x plus y is equals to 4. And remember the value of my x from equation 1 is the same thing as 9 plus 3y over 2. So I can substitute for x. So this my x will now be, I'll take the whole of this one and substitute it into equation 1. That will be 9 plus 3y over 2 plus y. Can make this one to be over 1 is equals to 4. So in doing that, I have to use the LCM of 2 and 1, and the LCM is 2. So that will give me 2 divided by 2, we have 1. That's 9 plus 3y and 2 divided by 1 is 2 plus 2y is equals to 4. Right? So you can simplify what is there. We have 9 plus 5y over 2 equals to 4. 1. So we can cross multiply here, multiply this and multiply this. So this will be 9 plus 5y. 5y is equals to 2 times 4, that will be 8. So you can now collect like terms. Now 5y is equals to 8 minus 9. So 5y is equals to minus 1. You can now divide both sides by 5. 5 goes side by 5. So y will be minus 1 over 5. Minus 1 over 5. So that now, since we've been able to get the value of one of the alphabet to be minus 1 over 5, we are going to proceed with substituting the value of the y we got as minus 1 over 5, substitute into any of the equation of your choice. So you can now bring the y is equals to minus 1 over 5. Recall equation 1. Equation 1 says x plus y is equals to 4. X plus y equals to 4. So, but your y is minus 1 over 5. You can say s plus into bracket minus 1 over 5 is equals to 4. So your s will equals to minus 1 over 5 is equals to 4. You can take the LCM. LCM is 5. So this will be 5s minus 1 is equals to 4. So at this version we cross multiply. So we have 5x minus 1 equals to 20. Now if you collect like this, you have 5s is equals to 20 plus 1. So 5s equals to 20 plus 1. So now 20 plus 1. 20 plus 1 will give us 19. So it will be 5x is equals to 21. 5x is equals to 21. 5s is equals to 21. 5x is equals to 21. Then you can now divide both sides by 5. Divide both sides by 5. You have your s to be equals to 4.2. 4.2 or 4 whole number 1 over 2, which is the same thing as 9 over 2. 9 over 2 there. 4 number 1 over 5. 4 number 1 over 5. 9 over 5. 21 over 5. See the same thing as 21 over 5. So we can now check our answer. We can now go ahead to check if our answer is correct. Remember, if you are checking, you call any of the equations. You want to check if what's on the left hand side is equal to what's on the right hand side. So we can now bring this equation here. X plus 4 is plus y equals to 4. Remember, we got our x as 21 over 5 and our y as minus 1 over 5. So you can put our x 21 over 5 plus minus 1 over 5. You want to check if you are going to arrive at 4. So it will be 21 over 5 minus 1 over 5. The LCM is 5. So 5 we have 21 minus 1. 20 over 5, which is giving us 4. So we still discover that when we solve it, substitute for the values of s and y, we discover that we still arrive at 4. So that is when we know that actually our answers are correct. So I want you to click on the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends.